this is Sergei Sputnikov. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Ushanka Show, stories about life in the Soviet Union. In today's video, I want to tell you about an interesting Soviet-era perk or benefit that some workers used to get, including my father. And just a quick reminder, my late father Nikolai, who was born in 1946, so he was a Soviet baby boomer, he used to work at the Antonov aircraft factory for over a decade as a spray painter. So first, let's watch this short video and then we'll talk about it in detail. So you just watched how Soviet workers were getting their free milk. I'm not sure if you noticed, but here the ladies exchange looks like money, but it's not money. It's actually a talon or coupon for free milk. So the milk lady verifies that the customer has the right to get free milk, and it looks like a guy on the left. It actually keeps the track how many people get in free milk. And here's this coupon, which we call talon. So that says talon на получение спецпитания, молоко и другое. So coupon to receive a special nutrition, milk and other things. And you exchange each talon for half of liter of milk per shift. This interesting perk, free half liter of milk per shift, was introduced in 1965 to any worker who had hazardous conditions. So like my father, as I said, was a spray painter, so he qualified for half a liter of milk per shift. And before I forget, I need to remind you that besides free milk, people who worked in hazardous conditions, like bad for your health, also qualified to retire 5 years earlier. So in Soviet Union, women could retire at the age of 55 and men at the age of 60. So my father retired at the age of 55. This photo was taken at Vaz Zhiguli assembly line in Tolyatti, and looks like assembly line workers also qualified for free milk. So there's the truck that says молоко. They brought free milk for assembly line workers. Heck, might as well, let's do a quick lesson of Russian language. And some of you may recognize this word from the Clockwork Orange. Молоко, молоко. It's milk in Russian or Ukrainian. In my opinion, this free milk perk was kind of trivial. The cost of milk in Soviet Union was 21 kopek for half a liter. It's pretty much the same money as a loaf of bread. But getting retired 5 years earlier, I think that was a decent perk. In the Soviet Union, you could get milk in a glass bottles, so bigger ones were 1 liter, smaller ones half liter, as well as those silly looking triangle packages, Tetra Pak, I think they were called, and those were half a liter as well. And my father told me that story once that his buddies and him preferred to get milk in the triangle packets because they could carefully open, drink the milk, wash the packets, they could fill with paint that they could carry out of the plant in those avoyska bags, and they just tell the guy on the prochodnaya, so that's the way on the way out of the plant, the checkpoint, that they just didn't feel like drinking milk and just take it home. If you get a clear bottle, you can only steal white paint. And this free milk perk, бесплатное молоко, created this Soviet-era expression, which you can show off if you have someone who came from the Soviet Union. If you get some crappy job, you can just, complain, says, I should get free milk for doing this shit. And only Soviets would understand what you mean. And before we wrap up this free milk story, which I hope you enjoyed, and didn't forget to like this video, let's watch again this episode of people getting free milk at the Soviet factory, and now you're gonna have a way more understanding of what's going on. Thank you for watching Ushanka Show, and let's watch that clip again.